Good communication skills are important when dealing with other cultures. How you communicate to others, both verbally and non-verbally, can be a deal maker or a deal breaker. So today we're going to bridge the cultural gap when communicating with the lovely Brazilian people. The first thing to understand about Brazilians is that Brazilians are very emotional in general. Their family are more important to them than anything else. If you want to communicate well and connect with a Brazilian, if you want to do business in Brazil, for example, you have to get to the personal side of things. You've got also to forge individual connections with the Brazilians. So if you are doing business with a Brazilian person and you start by focusing on the financials first, your communication style might fail. It's better to start with the emotional side first and then financial will come next. It's only when an emotional connection is established that the financial aspect of the conversation can be important. So I believe that's one of the main reasons why many companies fail to put a footprint in Brazil, because they do not understand this part of the culture. Another important thing to understand about the Brazilians is that Brazilians are happy and friendly people. So and like most cultures, if they see that you're trying to speak Portuguese, they're going to love you for that. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some expressions to help you to communicate better with a Brazilian person. Let's go. Let's start with the oi. Oi. Oi in Portuguese means just hi, but has no similarity to the dismissive and rude oi, for example, from the British English, right? So we don't say oi to call somebody's attention. We say oi to say hello to somebody, and in a very happy tone. Next, obrigado, obrigada. So remember, Portuguese is a gender-based language. So men say obrigado with a O at the end, and women say obrigada with an A at the end. This is the rule in any context. Sometimes you can hear different slangs like valeu, beleza. But if you are in a conversation and you wanted to say thank you to someone and you don't know this person, you simply say obrigado if you are a man, obrigada if you are a woman. Quero a conta, por favor. Quero a conta, por favor. Literally, it means I want the bill, please. In Portuguese, it's common to ask things by saying I want. I know for the English native speaker, it can sound a bit odd. You probably would start the sentence by saying, could I have the bill, instead of just saying, I want the bill, please. But in Brazilian Portuguese, it would be weird the other way around. So stick with quero a conta, por favor. Gostaria da conta. Queria a conta. Oh, you can even remove the verb at all. You don't need the verb quero to want. You can just say a conta, por favor. Fica à vontade. Fica à vontade. All right, so this one is like feel free. Will be translated feel free. If you are in a shop, for example, feel free to look around. Fica à vontade para olhar. Se você está recebendo, if you are receiving someone in your house, you can say, oh, fica à vontade. Make yourself at home. So remember this. If you wanted to say to somebody, make yourself at home, or feel free to do this, you can just say to a Brazilian person, fica à vontade. Nossa Senhora. My husband, he's from England and he loves this one. He loves the Nossa Senhora. So Brazilians say that in an exclamation. So if you wanted to express, for example, your surprise, usually it's connected to bad news or something shocking that happens, and you go like, Nossa Senhora. It's like in English would be like, oh my goodness, oh my God. Yes. So if you wanted to show your way of expressing shocking this way to a Brazilian, that's what you have to say. Nossa Senhora. Com licença. Com licença, it literally translates with license, but what it means is excuse me. So a very nice and polite way to go around in Brazil and dealing with Brazilian people. If you wanted to speak, for example, you are in a conference and you want to say, com licença, eu gostaria de falar, expressar Isso. So, com licença is a very nice and polite way to communicate with Brazilian people. Desculpa or desculpa, depende, it will depend where you are in Brazil, but that means sorry. So if you bump into someone, you can say desculpa. Or if you said something bad and you go, oh, desculpa, I didn't want to say that. Now, if someone gives you bad news, for example, you wouldn't say desculpa, you would say sinto muito, which in English translates to I feel a lot. Que saudades. Now, saudades are words that you have to learn. It means you are missing somebody, you're missing something. When you leave Brazil, you say, oh, que saudade do Brasil. So saudade is a very beautiful word in Portuguese, and I recommend you use it when you miss someone or something. Beijo, abraço. Beijo means a kiss, and abraço means a hug. In Brazil, it's very normal. You say, ciao, beijo, bye-bye, a kiss. So usually women would say beijo, abraço to another woman or another man, and men would say abraço.